Hey guys, today I'm doing my persuasive speech on tablets versus textbooks, something very prevalent in our generation as we slowly see schools turning to ebooks and scratching the textbooks. So how do we feel about that, and what are the pros and what are the cons? So that's what we're going to go to. So financially, of course, we're going to look at why tablets are better than a textbook, vice versa. Tablets provide electronic textbooks to be purchased at a cheaper price. So obviously we can purchase a textbook at a cheaper price because it's not physically in front of us and it's not going to last us forever. Textbooks can be resold to students who don't want to go purchase a new textbook. I have personally never purchased a new textbook. I am constantly purchasing pre-owned books from Amazon or eBay, or even our own school has pre-owned books, because once it's been used, you can resell it and then another student can take advantage of that rather than having to purchase a full priced book. Let's see. A used textbook is actually still cheaper than a new ebook. And tablets, let's think about it. If we were to go with tablets, we would have to update those things probably every single month, because let's face it, technology is ever changing, especially in our generation. I mean, we have a new phone pretty much every couple months. The annual cost per student is about $14.25 for textbooks, whereas for ebooks we're looking at about $71.55, and that's of course including the purchase of the tablet, as well as annual publishing fees for ebooks, training for the technology, building a Wi-Fi infrastructure. These are things that we don't think about as students, but these are all things that need to be put behind using technology. We can't just say, poof, there's a tablet and it works. No, we need to have the Wi-Fi, the bandwidth. We need to have instructors who understand how to use these electronics, as well as people who are there to fix the tablets if something does go wrong. Additionally, we look at theft, and of course theft is going to be higher with a tablet because nobody's going to come steal your textbook, but they will come steal your tablet, not necessarily for the book, but obviously because you can do other things with it. Additionally, we're looking at more excuses and more distractions for students. Students are going to be using the tablet as an excuse for why they didn't do their homework. Oh, my tablet froze, or it got a virus, it crashed, it broke, my page won't load, my internet's not working. It's easy enough to say because it happens all the time. In addition, of course, we have the distractions. We do it now. I mean, students are bringing their phones out during class, texting and on their Facebook or Instagram. So imagine if that was our main source of education. It's going to be the same thing. Something else that we have to think about is not everybody can afford to purchase a tablet, and not everybody has even, let's say, a printer or Wi-Fi at home to access these tools for learning. But another thing that will more than likely spiral down is our skills, our everyday skills. Students are going to be relying on technology to do everything. Not only are they going to rely on it, but they're going to lose their basic skills of, let's say, reading, writing. Who even does cursive anymore? I don't even think that they teach handwriting in class anymore, which is very strange because this is something that we had to learn in order to pursue our education. Another thing that I noticed is that a lot of kids don't even know how to tie their shoes. And I know that doesn't have anything to do with a tablet, but these basic skills are just, they're going away, and it's because of technology. It's because we're making things easier for kids, and it's basically making us a lot dumber than we should be. Obviously, electronic textbooks will cut down on the use of paper, which is something that it is important for the environment, of course. We don't need to print homework assignments or obviously print the textbooks. However, according to the New York Times, the adverse health impacts from making one e-reader are estimated to be 70 times greater than those from making a single book. What does that mean? So basically, one tablet requires the extraction of 33 pounds of minerals, 79 gallons of water, and 100 kilowatt hours of fossil fuels, resulting in 66 pounds of carbon dioxide. In other words, printed books produce 100 times fewer greenhouse gases. Is that something that anybody thinks about? No. Everybody just thinks less paper. That's good for the environment. Okay, but what are we substituting paper for? Now we're releasing more gases into the environment. Physical health. The weight of books versus tablets. Tablets weigh about 1 to 2 pounds each, and one needs to be carried by a student, which contains all of their books. The student needs to carry several textbooks in his or her backpack, increasing the rate of back injuries. So, of course, the tablet is going to be a positive in the sense of not having to carry loads of books up the stairs every single day. That's something I definitely struggled with, and I can relate to, most definitely. However, handheld technology has been associated with a high range of its own health problems, meaning computer vision syndrome, which causes eye strain, headaches, blurred vision, and dried eyes. Something that I can also relate to. Unfortunately, my work takes a lot of computer time, so I'm basically staring at a computer all day, and unfortunately I do get a lot of headaches. I don't have the best vision, so something else to think about. Additionally, we're looking at what is the best tool for learning. So let's look at the tablet. Technology-based instruction can reduce the time the students take to reach a learning objective by 30 to 80%, according to the U.S. Department of Education and Studies by the National Training and Simulation Association. The Survey of Technology in the Classroom by the Public Broadcasting Service also concluded that 77% of teachers found technology to increase student motivation to learn. So, in other words, they found that with the use of a tablet, students were more motivated to learn. They were more excited about learning because it was a tablet. But let's face it, how long is that really going to last? Eventually, it's going to be a tablet with just books on it, and they're not going to really get motivated, and as soon as they take away all those apps, there goes that motivation as well. What are they really motivated about, learning or using their tablet? So a pro for the textbook, we're looking at, so the brain interprets printed and digital text in different ways, and people generally read digital text 20 to 30% slower than print. Now, I can vouch for that. I for sure read slower reading on a computer or on a tablet or on a reader. According to the Pulitzer Prize-winning technology writer Nicholas Carr, peer-reviewed studies show that reading hyperlinked text may increase the brain's cognitive load, lowering the ability to process, store, and retain information, or translate the new material into conceptual knowledge. So, with all that being said, we're looking at financials. Tablets may seem like the cheaper option, but in the long run, are they really cheaper or more expensive due to the added fees, repair costs, or placement costs? Tablets are associated with a higher risk of skeletal injuries and eye problems. However, textbooks have been associated with high percentages of back injuries among students because of the many textbooks that must be carried. Environmentally, tablets seem to be a better option because we're saving paper. However, we're also producing a lot more gases into the environment. Tablets are linked to faster learning and higher rates of motivation among students. But for how long, like I said? When tablets are integrated into common everyday use, they will no longer be a thing of the future that sparks interest and excitement, but a common object owned by everyone, like books once were. So, basically what I said earlier. It eventually will get old. It'll just end up being like a textbook, and they'll go back to not being interested to learn. That wraps up my video. Hope you guys enjoyed or learned something, and I know it was very long, so I'm sorry about that.